Welcome everyone to Cooking Simulator. So this is probably one of the first videos I do, and I'll do an audio cover on. The Cooking Simulator is a relatively new game that's just come out, basically about cooking. And a lifetime ago, I did at one point want to be a chef, but I didn't. So this is the preparation phase. I don't know what recipes we actually have, so we best just check so I know what if I need to prepare anything. Tomato soup, right? I'm gonna prep the tomato soup then, because this is the preparation stage. Also, we don't have a long time in our preparation, but it'd be best just to prep it now. If I can remember the recipe correctly, I need chicken broth, liquids, once it loads. There we go. No, I want liquids, thank you. I don't know if they left us any anywhere. No. I'm probably going to move these spices across onto this preparation bit here, because I don't see the point in having to walk back all the time. But, meh, no. So we need 700 milliliters of roughly of chicken broth. If I can get to it right. I do have the recipe down on my phone, but it's sitting across the room. No, that was actually bang on. I've noticed this problem. There's an audio glitch that happens. Let me just grab the recipe up. If I remember right, there's it's like 12 grams of salt, I think, or something like that. Yeah, that's what I thought. 12 grams of salt, 12 grams of black pepper. I really wish we could carry more than one of these vials at a time. It's a bit ridiculous that you can't. I mean, who actually walks to the kitchen? Okay, that was random. Who actually walks to the kitchen and walks back without... I think 2 went in there. It might be wrong, but we'll find out. Oh wait, put it over here. Because we'll need it later on for preparing fish and all that, so... Because the other 2 recipes we've got is the trout and the salmon. 12 grams of black pepper as well. I've got it, it's not the same concept as the same as with pouring, where you have to like move it across, then you press the mouse and you pull it down. It's just slightly different, and I forgot that, so it's my fault. And I think if I remember right, it's 6. Okay. We need 960 grams of tomatoes, which is 8 tomatoes, and then 1 onion. Was that 5, wasn't it? Yeah. And then an onion. Like so, okay. Stick this on the hob. Now, you're supposed to cook it first, then blitz it, but I actually find you end up with tomatoes not cooking properly to do that. So I actually find it easier just to completely do it all in one go. And then the last thing we need is sour cream. This finishes off the first. Finish off our recipe. Okay, we're literally about to start the day. Okay, so doors are open. Sour cream 150, yeah. Oh, well, there you go. It's tomato soup anyway, so we had to make it anyway. So we need 150 of this. Slightly more, but that's okay. Right, and then stick the heat on. And we'll let that soup cook. I will grab a bowl out while we are waiting. Okay. I'm also going to grab some trout and just get that going. Oh, I didn't know there's sour creams and broths in there. So I will get them used. I'm going to just prep a few of these because they're always used anyway. I think it's just black pepper on that, isn't it? Yeah, black pepper, thyme, dill. So I couldn't remember what it was. I did play the game when it first came out, but I kind of took a few days away from it. I burned myself out. I did want to come on and do a lot of recording for it, try and get a couple episodes in, but I burned myself out pretty fast. So I will try to do a couple episodes a week, maybe. I mean, I'm not these professional YouTubers. I only do this just for fun, so it's not serious. I just only do it when I get a chance to, basically. Because I mean, between working and all that, I don't get a great deal of time. Because I'm working 40 to 45 hours a week, so it's, I don't get a lot of time to be able to actually come and record these things. I do it when I can. I will try to do more of this because I find it very enjoyable, and I actually find cooking very enjoyable. I enjoy it in real life too. Why is it all let me picked up? There we go. How's this soup doing? It's just about there. We've got what, 5 minutes left in the order. So I found the timing this can be. The time for some orders are too short. However, there is a perk system that allows us to get more time. I will probably invest in that straight away because I've always found on the later days you start to find there is more and more. You get like 2 to 3 orders at a time. It's mostly 2, but I did once have 3 orders come at once, and I thankfully did have the correct. I did have the perks. Sorry, let me just focus a second. Yeah, so the mixture you want to put into bowls is roughly 300. That's where you'll get the best marks. Because if you put more than that, then it's the wrong. You'll get like a wrong the wrong increment of liquid. Increment. I think that's how you say the word. So that's just below 5 stars, so it's not bad. We'll see what they are complaining about. Okay, so. Not enough onions, not enough tomatoes, although it's the exact amount of onions and tomatoes. However, I tested this. I think it's an issue in the game because I tested it. Because last time I done it, it said there wasn't enough of them. So I put an extra tomato and I put an extra onion in, and it then said there was too much. So I thought, okay, well, next time I make it, I'll try a half of each. I did a half of each, and it was still too much. But when you put the exact amount in, it's not enough. I think it's an issue in the game. I don't know. It might be effective. I don't know. We'll find out. So I've already prepared a baked trout. So we'll just stick it into the oven. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to get a plastic tub. And I'm going to cut up some lemons because quite a lot of recipes use lemons, so it's handy to have them all cut and ready. Okay, so that's in. The one problem is there's also a perk to see through it. I will probably get it first because you need it. You really do need it. What was I going to do? I was going to get a plastic bowl, wasn't I, and chop up some. Not the bucket. I don't care about the bucket. Where is it? Plastic bowl. Now, I'd like to see them make a slightly smaller plastic bucket, plastic bowl, because it's massive and it's unnecessary. We do not need something that big. Probably should just cut one at a time because I don't have the perk for holding stuff still. I've got a little bit of time just before that stuff will be ready. Oh, okay, bounced away. Now these increments are probably going to be incredibly wrong, but fudge it. I can't remember if it's like in 3s or 4s. I think it's in 4s, so I'll probably lose marks over bad cutting techniques, because for some reason you actually lose mark for a bad cutting technique. Like the customers are going to know in what increment sizes are supposed to be cut, as long as they get the fucking lemon language. As long as they get the lemon, who really cares what size it comes in? But, meh. We're not here to argue about the game, we're here to have a little reviewing of the game. So, let's just check how this is doing, because it looks about ready. Oh, that's perfect actually. I've found one thing with the game: when you take trays out, you take pans out, wait a second until it's fully in your hand, because a few times I've been quite hasty. I turned really quickly and then I end up throwing the fish across the room. However, you don't lose marks for it. You probably should, but we don't. I like the square plates. I think they look much nicer. They're much more professional looking. One thing we do need to do first though is the horseradish, because it needs to go on. Like so. And then we can pick it up. And we can pop it on there. And then a couple of bits of lemons. So they're 24 grams. What did it have to be in? 20 grams. Okay, so in quarters. I think there's a few I done in actually thirds, so some of the increments are off. It's probably close to the amount we need. And then 3 of the parsley's. And that completes that dish. The dishes are incredibly untidy looking, but there's no way to rearrange it, so we just kind of have to deal with it. Okay, so we didn't get a great star rating on that one. I want to see what the problem is with that one. Yeah, it was the lemon quarters. They were, yeah. I don't think give them enough, and it was badly cut as well. I don't blame them. Tomato soup. We already have a tomato soup. The one thing we don't have is to test the temperature of soup, because it does matter. However, like, it doesn't feel like it does. It does. It's a bit painful. So I kind of just like stick it on the hob for like a couple of seconds each time, just to kind of heat it up, so to say. It should be hot anyway because it was just cooked, but when you like switch shifts and all that, it looked to cool down and such. So because you don't lose points, so I find the easiest way is to make the pot either on the cleanup stage or the preparation stage and just leave it setting until you actually run out of pot. Because otherwise you're just making like a new soup every day, and you could just be using the stuff you made last time. It's just easier. So let's see what it says. So it's still a 5-star rating back from the soup. And it's just the same complaints. The temperature was fine as well, so it's okay. Okay, Gordon Ramsay, you can just friggin' wait. Right. Salmon and boiled potatoes this time. What did we have to do with the boiled potatoes again? 1,000 mils. I basically filled the whole like stove on my last game just with like pots, and they all had different things in them. I think one was like the duck broth. Yeah, one was like duck broth. There was one for boiled potatoes. There was a pumpkin soup, and there was a tomato soup. So basically, whenever the order came through, I just had it there. Like I'm gonna put extra potatoes in this. I probably should have put my salt in first, but you know, fudge it. I put extra in. It's just what I do. That way, I don't have to keep remaking it. I'm gonna need 20 grams of salt in here. Don't worry. To me, that's a lot of salt, but you know, I can grab the pot and not the potato. Stick it. Alright, stick it there. Just pop on that one. I'll do it. Now I think if I'm right, we don't cook this with oil, and we do. Okay, so it's the pan one. The pan's around here. Give us that pan. Put it into the sunflower oil. 9 mils is close enough. It turns into a mixture anyway. There's one thing that I found that I never realised. Every time you fry something, you need to empty the oil, otherwise you will lose marks for it. To me, it's a bit silly. It's just oil, but because it gets like trace amounts of the actual food there. Like I think it was one time. I think it was pork chops I was making. And I kept going unwanted product like salmon fillets. So it was like, but there's no salmon fillet on the plate. It took me ages to realise it's the oil. Because I wasn't draining the oil. So just drain the oil if you want to get 5-star marks. However, this game's actually made it pretty difficult to get 5-star, which is quite nice. It gives you a challenge to actually get it. Okay, so we can now fry this on each side. So we'll pop it into the pan. Our spatula is up here. Now it says 60 seconds each side, but I found it's easier just to watch the green bar. When it gets the top, flip it. See here. So, I mean, this is going to be day 1. We'll see how it all goes. I think that's the only one. We've got 5 minutes to complete this order anyway. These are the relatively easy orders to complete. These potatoes are just about ready. Do we have to cut the potatoes, or do we just... No, just stick them on top of the plate. Okay, that's alright. Right. Potatoes are just already. It's fine. Take them off. Because they'll retain their heat anyway, so you don't... Because they're sitting in hot water, they're not really... You don't retain. You know, they stay hot for quite a long time. Right, okay, let's access the pan. Now there's two ways to do it. You can do it this way or you can do it another way. It's just, I found this way is sometimes easier. It doesn't tend to go flying. Let's get on that. We shall grab a plate. I'm actually going to just toggle the sound down a touch because it's quite loud. Let's drop it down to 70%. That should probably do it. Should maybe not be so loud because it's still quite loud even, but yeah. So we've got our two potatoes. I don't think we have any garnishing on her, do we? No. So just finish up the fry and then that's it. I think we'll go down just a touch more. It's still quite loud. Okay. Alright, just had an itch. So the cooking can take a while, but it's also not too shabby on its time. I find it's actually okay. Some foods take a while. Like I think there's like it's like a big meat chunk. I don't know what kind of meat it is. I think it's a beef chunk or something like that. Takes a long time, but it is a hefty bit of meat. It's a big bit of meat. I mean, you can't blame it if it takes a while. It's just it just does. Okay. So there we are. Like I said, the presentation of plates is terrible. I actually want to see what the problem is with that one. Apparently there's not enough salt. However, I put in exactly 20 grams. Okay. That's what the recipe calls for. I will stick a touch more in just for the next one. Alright, it probably won't make a difference now. Let's put in another 5 grams and see what they say. Because sometimes it's about, you know, the recipes, yes, you can get 5 stars off the recipes if you get it to a fault. But some of them actually do ask for more. It's not, I don't want a casserole dish, I want just a square plate. No, I'm doing a soup. I don't want a square plate for a soup, we'll just go over it. I want the deep plate. There is bowl ones, but I find that these ones actually hold more. So I just use these instead. You can actually spill soup everywhere. I have done it a few times and it's quite annoying how it can actually be really easy to do. I'll probably lose marks for that because that was quite a lot in. But just switch this gas off. I'll probably need to make another pot of soup for tomorrow because we're actually running low because you only get 3 or 4 like bowls out of the big pot. Okay, we know it's going to be the same complaint anyway this time, so we'll just at the same time. Tomorrow I will cut a quarter of each and put it in and see if that helps. That's probably going to be the last order of the day, I'd imagine. Another trout, so I shall just grab that to be trouty. Probably should shut the fridge door. Or a refrigerator, as you Americans will call it. So black pepper, 5 grams. I tend to find this is actually quite a popular order, the trout. I found a lot of people order, even when there's actually a lot more on the menu, they tend to still order quite a lot of the black peppers. Of not the black peppers, of the trouts even. What am I thinking? And that's annoying, I'm pouring the exact thing on it, but for some reason sometimes it doesn't register at all. It seems before. You also have to remember when you're using the cutting boards, you need to clean the cutting board off at the end of the day. Otherwise there's like, you can see there's like kind of bits of on there, there's like 2 grams of dill on there and just 1 gram at a time. So it's, you know, you just need to remember to clean it. I don't know why I'm not going with that. The same with the baking trays you've seen there, it had a bit of horseradish on it, but I cleaned them all off at the end of the day anyway. And at the end of every day, I actually just repair everything. I grab the phone and just run repairs because I find if you just keep everything maintained, it's not as hectic on you in the end. Like you don't end up having like the stove breaking down or anything like that because you're fried. If that's broken, you're stuffed, and you don't want to have to wait like the 5 to 10 minutes it takes to repair it. Yeah, it should be closest to the 80 grams. It's probably not, but I did cut them all in the wrong increments. So I will use up that pot and then I'll recut them basically. Because I made it in the wrong sizes. Shit. This is a little bit longer. I'm just going to quickly clear out this. I believe this is probably the last one of the day. It's a real loud car horn. How much shit did that say now? Oh, actually, okay, we've still got about 2 bowls in that. Because no doubt I'll spill a bit of it, so yeah. I've probably got about 2 bowls left in that. So it took me a while to notice, right, okay, the food processor's over here. I bought a food processor container thinking it was just the processor. I didn't realize the processor is actually over here with the microwave. The grill's there, obviously. You've got you've got the 2 fryers here. Although I've not actually had any frying meals yet. It's kind of annoying, but I've not had it yet. But meh. So we're just about ready with that. I will kill her or something in their horns. I find it's kind of a weird audio they have in the background, like this constant honking of horns. I don't think people drive around the city just constantly honking their horns. I mean, I don't live in a city, but I've been to the city quite a lot of times, and they don't honk their horns. So, okay, that got a much better results. 4.5 on that guy. That's not bad. Let's see what they said about this one. It's just 11 cores was the problem. Okay, so that's the end of day 1. So this is just the cleaning phase. I've just got to clean up now. I will keep them in there. Oh, they're kind of losing their temperature a touch, but I'll keep them. There's nothing really I need to clean other than just to clean off the boards. So you just click the bin once, don't click it twice, or you'll throw it in the bin. Like there's horseradish in this, so you just click it once. You'll see a kind of weird flash, and that's it, cleaned it off. See, it's all clean now. I might actually just get rid of these lemons that are in there, because they're bad. I'm always going to get a bad score with them. I can only cut 1 lemon at a time because I can't freeze the object, so I might do it on the preparation so I can hold the object still. So, well, I'd say, guys, that's probably the end of day 1. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to be entertaining as possible, but like I said, this is not a profit channel. I'm only doing this when I get free time to do it, and it's only for fun. There's nothing serious. Oh, there's actually, I didn't realize there's actually lights. I do try my best, okay? So next episode's obviously day 2. We'll hopefully have a new recipe, some more orders. I'll show you some other of the techniques I've been using to try and make when the orders get a bit hectic a bit easier. All I can say is really use the cleaning times and really use the preparation times, because they actually are very invaluable. A lot of people, I think, just skip them. They're actually very valuable for prepping. I mean, it might be in the case of future, I might take the preparation phases and the cleaning phases and just speed them up a touch just to keep the video length down, because, I mean, we're already at 24 minutes here. It's quite a long video for a lot of people to... I don't expect people to sit there and watch me gab for 25 minutes. I wouldn't watch myself talk for 25 minutes. So, if you have made the 25-minute mark, thank you. Like, subscribe if you guys want. It would be really appreciated if you do. It helps the channel grow. I mean, maybe one day in like 2 years' time it might be a profit channel. We don't know. We'll see. But until that happens, this is just a non-profit channel. I only do it for fun. Okay. So thanks again everybody for watching. We'll see you all the next day.